Guys, it's Darth Magus Plays here, and today I'm going to be viewing my top 10 games I first played in 2020. This is a video I want to make every year where I talk about my favorite games I played in the year. This video is not about games I played the video is not about games I played or came out this year. It's just about games I played for the first time this year. Let's get started. Number 10. Number 10 is Paper Mario The Origami King. I think it's a pretty fun game. I got it for my birthday. Some good things about it is I think the story is pretty funny. It has some funny jokes. I think the story is pretty good. I think it makes it get, for me, created a bit of suspense. This is my first Hero Mario game, so I think it's a good introduction. The gameplay is fun. I like certain mechanics, like Mario's stretchy arms, or the battling. And I think it looks pretty good. It looks like a pretty good game. I love how they use different, just like crafting items, like paper or markers or origami in this case. I think it makes it look very good. My main con is that the boss fights, I don't really enjoy them. I think they're kind of boring. I think they could have been made a bit better, for the most part. Number 9. My number 9 pick is Super Mario Bros. 35. Super Mario Bros. 35 was released on October 1st and was exclusively for Switch Online members. And it basically is the original Super Mario Bros., but a battle royale. When you kill an enemy, it gets transported to someone that you're attacking. The pros I have to this game are I think it's fun. It can be pretty intense. There's many things that could happen. I also like the certain customizations, like how you unlock profile pictures as you continue in the game. I also think you get a nice reward for getting number 1. You could see you can see certain rankings as soon as you get number 1. I only have a few cons, and those cons to this game are, it's only classic Mario. I felt like it would be really cool if they made it so maybe you could change the game to look like maybe Super Mario Bros. 3, or Super Mario World, or even like Super Mario Bros. 2. Games like that, it'd be cool to get like almost skins. Also, you tend to play World 1-1 over and over and over again. You just play it constantly. But if you spend a lot of time in this game, you will know World 1-1 like the back of your hand. Number 8. Super Mario 64. Super Mario 64 was the first 3D Mario game. I played it through 3D All-Stars, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty fun game. My pros are, I think all the levels are fun and creative. The story is pretty simple. It's not like completely like in your face. It's a very simple story. The songs in this game are iconic. I love the slide song. I also enjoy just the Peach's Castle music. I think all the power-ups are pretty good. The metal cap, wing cap, and invisibility cap, or I don't know what it's called exactly. And I think Peach's Castle as a hub world is a really good choice. I think that worked out very well. I do have a few cons. The camera is pretty bad. There's a lot of times you can't really see exactly what you're doing and kind of have to guess. The controls can be a bit outdated at times. Like, it's super hard for being able to pull off it can be pretty difficult, for example, to pull off a wall jump in the game. And my third con is that the hitboxes can occasionally be pretty wonky with certain enemies. And also, some of the textures look like really bad. In certain levels, like the walls will just look not very good. Overall, I think the worst part of this game was its age and the limitations at the time. Number 7. My number 7 game is Super Mario Sunshine. I also played this game through the Super Mario 3D All-Stars game. and I think I've had a pretty fun experience with it. My pros are I think it looks very good compared to of course 64. This only came out I believe it came out in 2001, just only a few years later. It introduced Bowser Jr., who is one of my favorite villains in Mario. Flood, I think, is a very interesting mechanic. I would personally not be opposed to Flood coming back into the Mario world in some sort of way. I love the secret levels. I don't know if they're secret, but I love the kind of the warp levels with the classic Mario music, like remixes. I think the bosses are unique and pretty fun to fight. And overall, I like all the levels. I think all the levels are pretty nice. I love the tropical theme. I do a few cons. Those cons are the camera can be pretty bad at certain points. The blue coins, like, can be pretty tedious just to find. The pachinko machine wasn't fun. The camera, it didn't feel like that made the game just look bad. Like if the entire game was like that, I don't feel like it'd be held to such a high level. Personally, I don't really like all the voice acting. I don't think it really should have been there. I don't think it was really good. And also the cutscenes. The cutscenes just don't look very good compared to the actual game, in my opinion. Number 6. My number 6 pick was Among Us. Among Us was a game released in 2018, but became well known in late 2020. And yeah, I've had it and I've really enjoyed it. I haven't played on the Switch yet because I know it's released on there a few days ago. I've exclusively played on the PC. I think the game has a lot of pros. There's fun tasks. I think the maps are cool. I'm excited for the new one, the airship. I think there's a lot of different customization. Like when you're making levels, you can have 1, 2, or 3 imposters. You can choose the map. You can choose the speed of everyone, how far we see. Like you can choose anything. For anything could happen. It's not completely predictable what's gonna happen. It's not like certain games are like a certain thing's gonna happen. 5 is appearances. You have so many different variations to what you can use. Everything from hats to suits to everything really. My only cons are based on the people. Sometimes like when an imposter gets out, they completely just tell the people what their other imposter is. Like I've had that happen a lot. It's very annoying because you're not always imposter. And when you do get it, it's really annoying to see your teammate just call you out like that. And number 2 is hackers. I've encountered a few hackers in the game, which just don't make it very fun. Number 5, Animal Crossing New Horizons. This year, I got this game when it came out, and it was my first Animal Crossing game. And I think it's really fun. I think it's definitely gotten me into the Animal Crossing series. I definitely feel like I'll pick up the next installment. I'm excited for whatever they do with Mario, because they're going to be adding some kind of Mario content. My pros, the pros I believe, my pros for this game are, you can do everything. You can decide everything from where everyone lives to just the complete vibe of the island, really. I also really like the multiplayer. I like how people can come to your island, you can go to other people's islands. I also like the dream stuff. So like if someone put their island online and they don't have to open it, you can just go visit it in a dream. I also like how there's plenty of things to collect. I think it's really cool to you can go to fill up your museum, and stuff like that. Also, you have a lot of player customization. You can change everything from your skin color to your shirt, like just clothing, hair, everything like that. I also like all the NPC characters. I think Isabelle's nice. I like Timmy and Tommy, and just all of the different interactions you can have with the characters. My cons are that the load times can be long, especially when you want to go to someone else's island. Dialogue, sometimes like some of the unskippable dialogue can be kind of annoying. Unescapable events, like for example, every time someone comes to your island, you have to watch a cutscene of them landing. And also, people can be pretty jerkish. If you have someone as a best friend in Animal Crossing, they can completely just destroy your island. Because they have that power. Number 4. My number 4 pick is Splatoon 2. I think Splatoon... I've always enjoyed shooters. And I think Splatoon 2 is definitely the most unique shooter I've ever played. I think I think the modes are fun. I love Salmon Run. I love just Turf War. I think the story is pretty interesting. It's a pretty good challenge, and I haven't tried the Octo expansion yet, but I do have it. I'm excited to be able to play that. There's also many weapons, so you can like complete. There's like so many weapons, like which all like can give you different play styles. Tons of customization. You can change everything. You can just change all your clothing. Like you can just change everything about your character. Splatfests, I think, are a really cool idea, and I'm happy that it's doing them. I'm excited for the Mario one coming next year with the Star and Mushroom, Team Mushroom. And there's just many updates. There's many free updates. Like this game has added so much content, and the only thing they've had for pay is the Octo expansion. My only con is that because of the way the maps work, with only you can play certain maps at certain times, you can't always play the map you want. Number 3. My number 3 pick is Super Mario Galaxy 2. Super Mario Galaxy 2, I think it's a great game. I think it has great power-ups. I love how they implemented Yoshi with his 3 fruits. The one that makes him turn into like a balloon, you can spray around like the pea balloon of this game. His chili, which makes him just run around sporadically, and his the one that makes him glow. That's the one I don't really like that much. I think there's great levels. I love the one they had where they had. I love the one. I love Throwback Galaxy, especially now that I play 64. It's just really cool. I also really liked their slide level. Like there's a purple comet with a slide level, so you slide down and collect all the purple coins. Also, I think all the bosses are nice. Even though some of them are remade from the first game, I think they're all super fun. And I enjoyed them all. The one thing is like the Bowser is pretty good. There's also interesting characters. Like I like there's tons of different characters that are kind of implemented through the game. My only con is I don't like the hub world as much as the Comet Observatory. I think the Comet Observatory was a much better hub world than just Mario's face. I definitely prefer being able to go to different terrains, going able to go different whole hub areas than in this game where you kind of just go into a level select. Next up is my number 2 pick. My number 2 pick is Pokemon Soul Silver. I got this game a little while ago because I heard it was the best Pokemon game. And I agree. I love it. I think it has great starters. Personally, I choose Cyndaquil. It has Kanto, which is my favorite region. So you get Johto with all its greatness and Kanto. You get to fight Red at the very end, which I think is a really nice occurrence. It's really challenging. I think your rival Silver is probably the best rival you have. His backstory of Giovanni is pretty cool. The story I think is pretty good. I think it's a great story. The Pokedex is pretty great. There's lots of options, and there's many Pokemon. There's many legendaries. There's many because you can get Pokemon throughout Kanto and Johto. The only con I have is that the Kanto gym leaders at the point at least when I played against them, were pretty easy. That's really my only negative. Number 1. My number 1 game I played in 2020 was Super Mario Galaxy. I got this game in March on the Wii, and then I got it again in September with the Super Mario 3D All-Stars game. There's so much I love about this game. I love all the levels, like the different levels, the comets, the motion control levels. I just love them all. The unique bosses, because there isn't a single boss in this game that's like other games, except for its sequel, of course. And I think personally has the best boss fight, best Bowser fight in Mario history. I think it has a good story, which gives you a bit of suspense. I also enjoy how it includes Rosalina's backstory. I think it has great characters. You got Rosalina, you got Peach, you got the Lumas, you got Luigi, and stuff like that. I also think it looks great. It does not look like, in my opinion, Mario Galaxy looks like a game that could have released 5 years ago instead of 13. I also think it has a lot of fun power-ups. It introduced the Boo Mushroom, the Bee Mushroom, and it used things like the Fire Flower, Ice Flower, and all other stuff. I also like its rendition of the Wing Cap, the Red Star. That's what I really enjoyed. I think it's much more easy to use, and I enjoy it. The moveset's good. It has this added the spin dash. You got the pointer. You got the other moves like are pretty more normal, like the long jump or the triple jump. I think there's plenty of content in this game. Just like you can get 120 stars as Mario, 121 stars as Mario, 121 stars as Luigi, and then get 9,999 star bits to complete the game. And the main thing is the music. In my opinion, Mario Galaxy has the best music of any game in the Mario franchise. I just love, love, love the music in this game. My only con is with the Spring Mushroom. Personally, I think it's not very good. I do not like the Spring Mushroom. I think it's kind of useless, to be fully honest. Because a lot of things you do with the Spring Mushroom, you could do with like a double jump. Or no, a triple jump, for example. Yeah. But overall, that's my opinion. That's what I think. But I love Super Mario Galaxy. So please like, comment, and subscribe if you guys like the video. Tell me what you think about my list. What were your favorite games you played this year? Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time.